Sup everybody, welcome to my review of the Freespirit DAGON 10 Convertible Paddleboard. Now, I've had this board for around about 6 months or so now, so I've had a good amount of experience on it. I've had it out on the rivers and the Broads where I live here in Norfolk. Been out on the ocean, some awesome spots around Cornwall, as well as here where we are at Munsley today. Been out on some really beautiful lakes in North Wales as well, so had a good amount of use on it. So that being said, this is not a kind of first impressions unboxing type review. This is one that comes with a good bit of backup behind it. So the Freespirit DAGON comes in a 9-foot model, a 10-foot and the 10-foot convertible that this one is here. You probably most commonly see these being sold on Go Outdoors. They're available in a few other places. This being the convertible model, the only difference between this and the 10-foot is that this one comes with a little seat you put on to make it into a convertible kayak. Now, the main reason I went for the convertible is because it was only £20 more. I thought, may as well just chance it to get in the seat. And also, it comes in a different colour to the 10-foot, which my girlfriend already has, and I don't want her touching my paddleboard, so we've got the nice yellow one. These are currently available about, I think it's 180, 190, so pretty reasonable priced paddleboard. Now, full interest of disclosure, I've actually not tried it out with the kayak seat yet. I'm maybe going to give that a go in another video, we'll see. So this is very much based on the paddleboard side of things. Otherwise, let's crack on and take a look. So as with most inflatable paddleboards, the DAGON comes in a backpack. You can roll it up and fit it all in there along with all of the accessories. It's actually surprisingly nice and light when you've got it on, and the bag is nice and padded. I've demonstrated a few sweet functional moves here for you to see just how light that bad boy is. If you've got a little walk from the car to where you're launching, no problem, sling it on the back, you are good to go. Now inside that bag we've got a pump with pump tube, a paddle, obviously, a secondary paddle, there's a fin, dog knot included, a coiled ankle leash, and a puncture repair kit for any ouchies. Alright then, let's get her pumped up. So we'll put a bit of a speed up on here just to hurry things along. I did time this one. It took me 3 minutes 45 seconds, which isn't bad going at all. It does feel a little bit longer when you're pumping away, but we got there in the end. Now, the pump that comes with the board is nice quality, it's really smooth, easy to use. You've got a little pressure dial on there so you can see how you're getting on with the pumping. You want to get the DAGON up to 15 PSI to make sure it's nice and firm. We're close. We're close. You can obviously get electric pumps for these. I have been meaning to. I know Freespirit do make one. I've just not got around to it yet, to be honest. I don't mind pumping that much. It gets me warmed up and ready to go for the paddling. Anyway, all done. Let's get this bad boy out on the water. So one of the main things I'd say about the Freespirit DAGON is it is super nice to balance on. It's a really wide board, it's nice and long and flat, really stable. So if you're a beginner, intermediate, you're going to have no problem at all keeping your balance on there. As you can see, even in some slightly rockier conditions out on the sea, I've managed to never fall off it, and I'm not a particularly great paddleboarder, so you can't really go wrong. Now you can really see that flatness in the board I'm talking about here, not much of a peak up at the front at all. Now although that is super handy for the balance, it does obviously sacrifice some of that speed and the maneuverability with it. So if you wanted something a bit sleeker, more kind of hydrodynamic to get a bit of pace on, it probably wouldn't be the best board for you. I would definitely categorize it as a beginner to intermediate level. If you just want a nice chilled ride, out enjoying the scenery, like being out on the water, it is exactly that kind of board. The build quality is superb. This grippy padded bit you've got on here has just not worn at all on my board. Bits like the hold handle here, your coiled ankle leash, they are definitely not breaking. You've got the little elastic strings at the front. I like to stick a wet bag there, my flip-flops, those bits. Even though I've managed to bump the fin a few times, it's not shown any damage to it. I've also run the battleground on a few sand dunes and bits, no signs of wear at all. Okay, so to summarise things guys, for the Freespirit DAGON 10 Convertible, if you're a sort of beginner to kind of intermediate level, then this is a really cracking board, solid build quality. It's really going to be a nice easy ride, lovely to balance. If you are a little more advanced, you want something a little faster, a little sleeker, and maybe spend a little bit more, go for something a bit more high market. But for a nice chilled easy board, you cannot go wrong with the Dagon 10. Thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully see you next time.